チャンスはたくさんあると思うので、本当に自分が思った時に何か行動をするということが一番大事だと思うので、そういう自分のこの瞬間的な気持ちみたいなものをなんかこう持っててほしいし。
Thank you so much for coming today. And nice to meet you for everyone who is live streaming right now. I am Natalie Emmons, your host for today. The title of the show is Wish, as in reaching for your dreams, wish. And today, the program is going to fly by, so please enjoy every spectacular moment. 皆さん、楽しんでいってください。
一度ダメだったとしてもチャンスはまたあるんで、若ければ若いほど、そういう意味では夢をこう持ち続けてなんか頑張ってほしいなというふうに思いますね。
Today's creative world is entertainment.
Mrs. Ito.
Get out!
Did you get my gift?
4 spiders, no gift.
You gave her 4 spiders?
Venomous members of the golden orb weaver genus for your sister's pet cafe.
In Japanese, 4 is a homonym for death.
First, you turned down Harvard. Now you work with a criminal. I am through with you. Finish!
So I want to ask you something kind of personal. So I grew up in Asia, but kind of grew up also in America. So have you ever felt like you don't belong in either side of the spectrum? And how do you kind of overcome that feeling?
Don't belong.
Like you don't feel too Asian, but you also don't feel too American enough.
Yeah, when I lived in Japan, I used to work cut off shirts all the time and show my stomach. And I guess that's not, you know, people don't do that in Japan. Yeah. And then I used to like eat while I'm walking, you know, and yeah, they don't do that either. They don't do that either. And then, but when I came back to America, it took me 2 years to stop bowing and like, and to stop using my hand in front of my face when I laughed. And also, you know, like if the elevator door opened, you know, in America, the men let you in first. And in Japan, it's the opposite, right? And so I just having this, you know, like I'm not Japanese enough, I'm not American enough, I'm kind of like right there in the middle. Yeah, so, you know, but I think you have to take those feelings, because I think it doesn't matter what color you are or where you grew up, everybody always feels like they're different or they're an outsider. And I think that is the gems, you know, as an artist, right? And I've learned to take lemons and make lemonade. Right? Yeah. You have to. You don't have a choice, right? So, I think if you, I mean, to answer your question, yeah, just do something every day that makes you happy, right? And makes you feel like you belong. And I think that's part of what being an artist is, right? Is bringing communities together, bringing people together to play. That's why they call it a play, right? Because we're playing. So, and then we get to do that. And then we have the freedom to do that. In some countries, girls don't even get to do that. So, I wake up and I try to, you know, be grateful, you know, every day, like, oh my God, I get to wear a cutoff shirt today, you know what I mean? But, yeah, I had to learn to stay in gratitude, you know, and then take all those things that make you sad and then create something out of that, whether it be a song, a story, a short film, you know, something that keeps your imagination going. Yeah.
So, as an Asian American, what do you see about the future entertainment in Hollywood? Is there any advice to those who would like to achieve their dreams, like especially as an Asian descent?
Okay, couple things, a couple nuggets is don't give them a reason to say no. Meaning, the reason why British, New Zealand, and Australian actors are taking over Hollywood is because they have mastered the American accent. The two main actors on The Last of Us on HBO, Bella Ramsey is from Europe, okay? She played a queen in Game of Thrones. And Pedro Pascal was born in Chile. But when you watch it, they have a perfect American. It took him years because he started in Narcos, and you can hear he lost it in this show. And I was like, oh my, I believe him as a Midwestern dad. So if you're an Asian actor, as hard as it is, lose the accent, because then all of a sudden your casting is going to open up 100%. Keep the accent, because I've made a career out of doing my mom's accent, 100%. But if you know, work at it. And there's a lot of actors that I went to acting class with that they didn't lose their accent, and their casting got really small. So, you know, and I've seen breakdowns where we want an Asian actor who has a British accent. I mean, I think all that stuff, because we're doing, you know, futuristic Star Wars stuff, like all that is just going to blend in, right? So don't give them a reason to say no. Be the best that you can be. And because someone else who wants it more is going to learn how to do it, right? So my mother always says, you know, you must be number one. You have to be number one. Be the best, you know, if you're going to do it. Yeah. And create your own content. Like I said earlier, show people who you are. Show people why they need to see you and what your story is, even if it's a simple, you know, something small, 5 minutes, whatever. Put it out there. Put yourself out there, you know, and build your network of people, because it is who you know and who knows you, you know, and open up your, you know, some of the relationships that I've developed over 20 years, longer than that. One director recast me in a movie 20 years later, but that's because, you know, I stayed in relationship. This is about relationships, and people want to work with people they like, right? That's why Quentin Tarantino uses the same people over and over again, right? Adam Sandler uses the same people because they like to play with their friends, because their friends are fun. So make lots of friends.
I will. I will work harder about my accent.
There's people, I mean, there's a lot of, like Karen Strassman, who, you know, we work together, and she taught me, because I had to learn how to do a Russian accent for an audition. I had to learn how to do a British one for another movie. Yeah, don't give them a reason to say no. Be the best. And build your network, make more connections, and you only do that by doing things together, right? Investing in the relationships. This town's about relationships.
Well, we've heard so many wonderful stories and advices and messages from you. But we're already at our last question for today, so I would just like to ask you, the title of the show is called Creative World. What does the word creative mean to you, Anzu?
Well, my word creative means a happy life.
A happy life.
And I'm only happy when I'm being creative. It's kind of like when you're a kid and you're like, you want to come play? And we can play house, or we can play, you know, let's go pretend we're, you know, whatever. We can't lose being creative and using our imagination. So when I'm using my imagination, I'm happy. When I'm not, I'm very, very sad, crying in the corner, drinking lots of wine. You don't want that. You want a happy life, right?
Oh, wonderful. Well, thank you so much,
Thank you
for your time today. It was such a pleasure having you on our show. I hope you had fun.
Oh, I did. Thank you for letting me make my jokes.
So today's guest was Miss Anzu Lawson, all-arounder in acting, music, stand-up comedy, screenwriting, directing, you name it, she's there. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
This episode will be available on YouTube this coming Saturday. For details, please check out our Facebook page. Next, more exciting materials to show you all.
家にあって安心。すぐに食べれていつでもおいしい家族の味方。昔も今もこれからも食卓を支える安心の味であり続けたい。白菊のさぬきやうどん。
一度ダメだったとしてもチャンスはまたあるんで。夢をこう持ち続けてなんか頑張ってほしいなというふうに思いますね。
Next, let's jam with Yoyoka!
Hello, this is Yoyoka. Here is my video. Enjoy! Thank you for watching. See you next time.
Next, Godzilla alert!
Hello, this is Heisenberg.
Hey there, this is G Forever, and we are Luminous News on YouTube.
Yes, and we're here to review the Pacific Rim Gypsy Danger action figure from Diamond Select Toys. And here's a box.
Pacific Rim Gypsy Danger Deluxe Action Figure by Diamond Select Toys.
Yay. Yeah, very big, 8.5 inches tall.
Well, I love it, and lots of accessories, so let's...
As we'll see, and also 18 points of articulation.
Very cool, and I love all the paint details, all the sculpting details. I think this is an excellent figure for the price.
Yeah, so what are these extras?
So we have a plasma cannon arm and a regular arm. We also have two different hands. I think those are fists. So we've got a left fist and a right fist.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And as we'll see, this is
hand or right hand actually. I mean, I think that's also for the right hand plasma cannon.
Oh,
and
yeah.
she also has the sword, which is cool.
Yeah, and here Diamond earlier made for Pacific Rim Uprising a Gypsy Avenger. So that's what we're seeing here on the left, and it's by the same people that that now made this Gypsy Danger.
Yes, so also by Diamond and the same sculptor.
Yeah, and it looks like so Gypsy Avenger is a little bigger, like in the movie. So that figure's a little bigger, and one big difference here, it's like the Gypsy Avenger they made to look much more weathered, whereas it looks like Gypsy Danger looks more new.
Yes, yeah, the paint is definitely different. So yeah, of course the design is different, but yeah, definitely a different take on the paint. Gypsy Avengers definitely seemed like she went through a lot of battle, while as Gypsy Danger is just fresh from the factory.
Yeah, and on the right, what we're looking at on the right is the Bandai Tamashii Nations Robo Spirits Gypsy Avenger.
Yes.
Which we reviewed in the past. So that's smaller, more plasticky, but has more more articulation.
Yeah, tons of articulation, and I think more accessories. One cool thing about that one is there's translucent parts, but otherwise, yeah, it's a little the material they use is a little kind of looks like plastic, so it didn't have a nice metallic finish.
Yeah, and here's an old NECA. So NECA made a bunch of Gypsy Dangers. So here's one still in the box here. There's a battle damaged version.
Yeah, and yeah, definitely, I think NECA at the time, I think they made some great products for Pacific Rim.
But yeah, I think theirs were a little more basic than what we're getting here. Not as big, not quite as big, and not quite as not as many accessories.
But still cool to have different options from different companies.
Oh yes, this is Heisenberg.
And G Forever, hoping you enjoy the Diamond Select Toys Gypsy Danger.
We hope you enjoy the show. We will continue to introduce successful people from various fields, as well as supporting young up-and-coming talents who are passionate and dedicated to advancing their careers in their industries. Don't forget to tune in. Until then, you have a wonderful week. See you next time.
Let's see who our guest is on the next episode.
Hi, I'm Joseph from Libera. Thank you for tuning in to Creative World. Bye!
See you next week. Bye! Please subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Also, please check out our social media sites at CWTV Hollywood.
Tradition is tasted, resplendent with grain. Sips of time slip through light. I'd hold this taste to feel forever. It pours a century of wisdom. It poured a generation of legacy. Sourced from a sacred mountain, it rises. How many ways can this taste dazzle in days? This taste lives forever.
チャンスはたくさんあると思うので、本当に自分が思った時に何か行動をするということが一番大事だと思うので、そういう自分のこの瞬間的な気持ちみたいなものをなんかこう持っててほしいし。
Thank you so much for coming today. And nice to meet you for everyone who is live streaming right now. I am Natalie Emmons, your host for today. The title of the show is Wish, as in reaching for your dreams, wish. And today, the program is going to fly by, so please enjoy every spectacular moment. 皆さん、楽しんでいってください。
一度ダメだったとしてもチャンスはまたあるんで、若ければ若いほどそういう意味では夢をこう持ち続けてなんか頑張ってほしいなというふうに思いますね。